Hello all you awesome witches. I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make your own incense. We have some pretty awesome people in the group that have helped out with knowledge-wise on herbs and stuff because I'm still beginnerish as well. There are different things you can do with incense. Like you don't have to use a resin to burn them. Just learned that today from Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. There are certain herbs you can ingest and certain ones you can't. So my metaphysical shop is awesome. It puts pink and orange labels on stuff that you do not want to ingest and green labels on stuff you can, like make for teas or put in food or stuff like that. So today's incense, I'm going to be using white sage. Love the smell of it when you crush it. Mortar and pestle. Love the smell of it. So you want to like grind it until you get some powder down there. What I do is once I'm done with the powder, I dump it into a bowl and then move on to the next, dump that in there. And then eventually, once I got all my mixtures in there, I get to stirring. So you want to add water very slowly. When we get to that part, I'll show you. And for today's purpose, I'm doing white sage, lavender, because that smells good and seems like it'll smell good together. Incense cedar, and then my resin I'm going to use is dragon's blood, just because that sounds fun. And then we shall see what comes of it. I'm going to use the mortar and pestle and stir all the stuff up and pour it into my bowl. Be right back. Okay, so another thing is I usually always do my resin last, only because it kind of stays stuck in there. So this is very therapeutic too. I know some others find this therapeutic. Once I get done with the resin, I just kind of like keep doing like this because you're gonna have some of that sticky loveliness left over, and you're gonna want to dump that into your mixture bowl. You might want to do that a few times because again, this stuff, it's a bitch to clean too. So I have one of these for non-edible stuff. This is my non-edible chalice, or I mean, technically it's a chalice, but mortar and pestle is my non-edible one, and then my other one I use for like teas and stuff, over there. But yeah. Oh, I also forgot to show you guys my, guys and gals, my new athame. This one I also thought was a lot smaller too, but it's actually kind of really cool. I'm loving it. Someone please cancel all my debit cards and credit cards because this stuff is getting tedious. So now that I have all my mixture in a bowl, I slowly add water to it and mix it until it becomes like doughy. So let me add water to this slowly, and I mean like really slowly, like a few drops at a time, depending on how much powder you have. So I can put a little trinklet of in here. If you're using really small amounts of powder, droplets. So let's get that done as the next step, and I'll show you what the dough looks like. Okay, now that that's done, I got it all in this corner, so it's kind of doughy, so it'll stick together. It's not really like doughy, but it'll all stick together, and then from there you can start forming it. I do not have any dough. Happy hump day. I do not have any cake decorating stuff, so a good thing to form the cones is those ice cake triangle cone looking thingy. I don't know what they're called, but those things you squeeze the icing out of for cakes. Those are good to use. Thing you're going to want to do next is form them and then let them dry for 12 hours. So 12 hours from today, so tomorrow at like 11, these should be done and I should be able to burn them. I will show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, back real quick. I lied, I actually do have some. So again, the thing you want to do, you can get these at Walmart, craft shops, anywhere. So they're cake decorating things. They have these little prongs in there, but don't worry, when you stuff your incense in there, shouldn't go through. If anything, be careful. This is sharp at the end. Learn that the hard way. So just shove these in there, and then once you've got your form, blow it out. I'm gonna do that off camera though. So I know some of these are jacked up. These ones are the ones I used that for. These ones I've formed myself. I have to use that because I can't really form cones. In the meantime, this is my newest altar. This is my second altar with Hecate and Diana. This is my main altar. But I'm still waiting on my Diana statue, my Hades statue, my Aphrodite statue, and my Apollo statue. Another little quick bit is this is my herb drawer. I have anywhere from, I think, 50 to 60 herbs. I have them like this, and then with some of them, I have the labels on there. Again, green labels mean I can use them in teas, food, whatever. And then the ones I haven't bagged yet are the ones that are non-edible. Well, I mean, there are some down below. I have more. But they tell you what they do or what you can use them for. Bottom drawer. These are the ones I bought off of Etsy. They're like super cute, the person I bought them from. She labels them and pretty much says what they're for. And I love that. I have my blank ones, so if I ever create like my own teas and stuff, I put them in there, wash them out, stuff like that. But I'm nowhere near close to having all the herbs I want. And that is how you make incense cones, or incense in general. So some recipes call for 1 teaspoon of the resin for every 3 ground teaspoons of herb. So like 3 ground teaspoons of lavender equals 1 teaspoon of your resin. So it acts as that binding agent. Again, let set for 12 hours and then burn away. You might make some stuff you like, you might make some stuff you don't like. What I also like to do is kind of put my energy into it when I am going to burn it. Like, what am I burning this incense for? Some people do it while they're making it. Some people do it as they're molding it. Some people do it as they're crushing the herbs. It's honestly however you feel is right. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed. Stay awesome and keep brewing, witches.